card that's in the game that you need, but you never knew you needed. The card that everyone is rocking that's playing at a high level, but no one told you you need him. What's going on, YouTube? I'm your boy AA9 Skills, and I got another banger for y'all today, baby. Hey, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. And if you're watching Champions League today, I hope your team wins. With that being said, unless you're playing against Benfica, then I hope your team loses. Hey, with that being said, y'all, this is not a Poor Man Road to Glory episode, but it should be, because the whole point I did this card was for the Poor Man Road to Glory, because he's that good. I'm going to find a way to get him on the Poor Man Road to Glory, but I got to explain to you why this card's so good. Make sure to listen to the whole video if you're going to do this, guy, if you're going to get him on your team, because it's important. I'm going to give you a lot of reasons of why this guy will be good, and you don't want to miss out. Guys, make sure to smash a big old thumbs up. Could get 5,000 likes if you want more player reviews on this channel. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to turn your bell on if you want to watch my Draft to Glories. Link in the description down below for my brand new draft show. It's almost at 20,000 subscribers. With that being said, let's get it. Is it time to make a video on this card right here? The player you never knew you needed. Right here. This is the guy, bro. This is the guy. No one's really talking. No one's really talking. He's going under the radar. Nobody's looking, chat. He's another one of those insignes where everybody's looking the other way and no one's paying attention. How long does he have remaining for people to complete? This is another one of those, man. Look at that, man. Look at that card. 86 pace, 82 shooting, 89 passing, 91 dribbling, 77 defending, 86 physical. This is that guy, bucko, and nobody's talking about him. Medium, which is perfect. I guarantee you the pro tournament is coming this weekend. I promise you almost 90% of the pros will use this card. Maybe 80%. You'll see him in a lot of the pro players' teams. This card right here. I guarantee you this will be the guy that you see. And I'm going to show you why you're going to see him. All right. I'm going to pull up on my pro team. Yeah. So I have the team set up for the pros, the pro event. Pretty much. I have pretty much what everybody's running. This is it right here. I'm just kidding. Let me show you. Watch. I'm going to show you why this card's so important. All right. Check this out. I'm going to switch it back over here because I was going to do this to my team either way. All right. First thing, we're going to bench Messi. Not because Messi's not good, just because he's kind of a little bit outdated now. Neymar on 3. That's fine. I mean, Neymar on 7. That's fine. Over here, we're going to quickly throw in the guy that I absolutely hate, but he just fits teams, so everybody uses him. How you spell Ginola? G-E-N. Wait. How you spell Ginola? G-I-N? Yep. David Ginola. Look, you slide him into the team. All right. Big boy Ginola slides in right here. Boom. Now you go ahead, you take this card out of here. Boom. You turn around and you grab Nkunku, the man you just completed. And you quickly slide him into that team right there. Boom. Look at what you're staring at, bro. Ginola, Neymar. And I want to say you're fine if you don't want Ginola, because Nkunku on 8 will be fine. So you just throw Messi back in and there's your squad. I guarantee you that you're going to see this team right here that I'm showing you in so many pro events. So many. Right now, I could compete with this team. Why? 390 cards. Neymar, Mbappe, Messi. Boom. 390s. Nkunku under 90. Fofana under 90. My icon, R9. Goalkeepers don't count. You can have another icon. Everyone in the back under 90. Right there, pro team. Now, you could even switch it. Right? You could even switch it to the point where now you can get a 90 rated center back if you wanted one, but there's no real good 90 rated center backs, huh? I don't think there's anybody really over 90. I'm telling you, man, this is that card. This card right here. This card right here is the card that everyone's like, you know, it's the card that you didn't know you needed in your life, but you need. Look at that. Look at that agility. Look at that balance. Look at that stam. Defensive awareness is decent. When you throw a shadow on this card, this is that guy, man. All right, bro. So you're going to be seeing me here, right? But I'm going to be post-comment, right? So you'll see all my live reactions and stuff like that. But when I was playing this gameplay, I was talking to a lot of you guys on the live. So, you know, I'm answering questions and doing all that. But I want to showcase this gameplay because I want to show you how much Nkunku intercepts the ball. The most impressive thing for me is how he never really misses a pass. Like every single pass I take with him, I kind of connect. Now this is rival elite divisions. This is against a player that's about almost 1800 skill rating. And yeah, you know, it's when you're in the elite division, I mean, everyone you play knows how to play the game. Now, this Nkunku video is such an important video to me because this is a guy I want to pick up on the Poor Man Road to Glory. Now, his price as of right now on the on Xbox and on PlayStation, I mean, to be honest with you, it's not Poor Man Road to Glory friendly. But at the same time, if your Poor Man Road to Glory is getting 16 wins, then you're about 2 weeks away from this guy being an actual possibility rather than like a fairy tale, right? Because he's an 88 overall card. He expires on the, I want to say he expires in December 18th. So that's a very, very big gap from now, right? You got nearly a month. He sells for 290K on PlayStation and 300K on Xbox. So he's a bit more expensive on Xbox simply because, you know, the fodder of Xbox, just everything is, you know, there's not as many cards on Xbox. Now, in the between time, obviously there might be a lot more cards that come out that are maybe more beneficial than this card at the moment. But on my Poor Man Road to Glory, this card is so important to me because I need that guy that plays beside Fofana. It's been something I've kind of chased for a while. Fofana's a guy that on both of my accounts I have, right? I have Fofana's on both the accounts, but then I've rotated between a De Jong and Renato Sanchez, and there's been so many people I've tried beside him, from the Hullits, the Seedorfs, just anybody, just anyone I possibly could, right? A high that's really good. On my Poor Man Road to Glory, I forget who we run right now. We run I actually totally forget. It's not, we used to run Chouamani and Fofana. We don't run Chouamani no more. I actually forget who we run on the Poor Man Road to Glory right now. I'm drawing an absolute blank, which doesn't even make any sense to me, but I am. But anyways, regardless of who we run, actually, no, wait, we run a Kessié. Now he's a high, but this card for me is more important. He's a medium, which a lot of people are like, oh, his work rates are not good enough to be a box to box. Medium is fine. Medium is what Baby Vieira is. Medium is it's not bad, dude, especially when you play him beside a Fofana who's a high, right? I think Fofana's a high. So this card right here is so important. Why? Because you get 4-star skills and you get somebody with the crazy agility and the crazy balance. And what I told you guys about the pro tournament is so true. You're gonna see this card in everyone's team. And the reason I'm making this video is because I don't want this to go as a, like last year I missed out on so many SBCs because of my Poor Man Road to Glory. And that's why this rich man account is so important to me. I missed out on, I think his name's like Clybert or whatever his name was. Remember the guy that everyone was running at right back and they switched him sometimes to center back? You know, it's something that I missed a lot of cards last year, bro. And I went back and I regretted missing them. And I don't want you guys to go through the same thing that I went through in FIFA 21 because I didn't know if I should, and I waited too long, and I was kind of on the fence. Insigne is a card that nobody talked about, and Nkunku is a guy that nobody's talking about, but all the pros are using. All the pro players are using this card, bro. All the pro players have gone out, picked this card up, and they're running him over De Jong. I've seen many people run this card over De Jong, and let me tell you something. De Jong's card is fabulous, and I know a lot of people will be like, oh, you know, Nkunku's work rates are not good. Medium is just not good enough to play the middle. Bro, pros are running De Jong with a high medium, right? A high medium, and they're using him as their box to box. So this is a medium where he's not gonna go too far up, he's not gonna go too far back, and then you have your more defensive guy beside him, but at the same time, this card can still defend. So it was important for me to put this out, right? It was important for me to let you guys know, just like the way I let you guys know about Insigne. Now, 300K, is that an expensive card? It is, but for this FIFA, it feels a bit like 300K for this card is not that bad. Because, I mean, Conte right now is going for 200K. This is a brand new card that just came out. It's a card that has more pace than Conte. It's a card that has more passing than Conte, more shooting than Conte, more pretty much everything than Conte, except for in 2 stats. And the stats are, he loses in physical and he loses in defense. But remember, this is not your defensive mid, right? This is the guy that you use more as a box to box. Even when you go and you compare him to rule breaker Kessié, he has more pace than Kessié. He has more passing than Kessié. He has more shooting than Kessié. He has more dribbling than Kessié. And the only place he lacks once again is a couple points in physical, 4 or 5 points in physical, and a little bit in defense. So it's one of those things to me where the pace upgrade from Nkunku, from Kessié and Nkunku and Kante to Nkunku, you get everything else with him, right? You get this crazy passing card, you get this crazy shooting card, you get this card that can deliver the going forward, but you lose a little bit defensively. Now, one thing I've noticed with this FIFA, it's more about being in the right spot rather than the defensive awareness, the defensive stack, right? Like there's so many cards that have so higher like D than others, and they're just not as good, if that makes sense in any way, shape, or form. I think it's more about the way you put your player in the position rather than what the stat says. And I know that might say it sounds so stupid, but it's kind of like you know, the Renato Sanchez and stuff. Renato Sanchez gets crazy mad interceptions, but his defense is not, you know, that crazy high. But the most important thing about Nkunku is that he's French, and right now in the French, in when it comes to like the game right now, the French national team, the French nation is just what's used the most, right? You everybody wants Mbappe, everybody uses Varane, or they use you know, Kimpembe or Mendy or Theo Hernandez. I mean, the list goes on. France right now is dominating Ultimate Team. It's just the way it is right now, bro. Everybody is using French players. French players are very overpowered. France is kind of overpowered in real life, as you guys know, just like I know. They're super good team, super good country. So at the end of the day, this card makes so much sense. Now, his price, and the reason I wanted to put this video out now and why it's so important, his price is going to go down. And now I'm gonna explain why. Black Friday is in a few days. For a lot of people out there right now, you might not know what Black Friday is. Now, Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving here in America, and it's the day that everything goes on sale. Now, EA Sports doesn't do sales. They never have, at least. Maybe they'll start, but they're not going to. But they do something called lightning rounds. Now, lightning rounds is for an hour of the day, we're gonna get 50K packs. The next hour, we're gonna get a bunch of 100K packs. The next hour, we're gonna get 125K packs. And this is the first time that 125K packs are really introduced to the market, right? To the store. And it's the first time that so many are gonna be opened, which means players like Ter Stegen, Harry Kane, the Maguires, you know what I'm saying? The Toni Krooses and the Modric's, the cards that are not used a lot, but are very high rated, the fodder, yeah? Those cards are gonna be dirt cheap. These cards are gonna be getting listed onto the market like crazy. We don't know if EA will do another preview pack as well. Maybe on Black Friday, they throw a preview pack up. Imagine they do a 100K or 125K preview pack. Then it's really on like Donkey Kong. But we're looking at something that is where the fodder just completely tanks, right? The whole market tanks. So fodder is gonna continue to go down. So surely you're gonna be able to get this card off in the maybe 200K. Even, you know, way lower. Right now, he's up near the 3s. You're going to be able to probably get this card in the 2s, bro. And this card is going to fit your team for the longest time. Especially, you know, if you got that Mbappe, you're probably never getting rid of Mbappe because he's probably one of the best cards in the game. Kimpembe and Varane, Theo Hernandez, these cards are just going to be around for a while, and their team of the seasons are going to be good. You know what I'm saying? Who knows who gets team of the year? Most likely Mbappe is going to be in team of the year. So now you got a team of the year, a player that links up with a team of the year player. Like, this card is one of those cards that you don't want to let slip away, right? It's one of those cards that is that good. And then there's another option. You got the option of his rule breaker card. Now, his rule breaker card is a very interesting one, because his rule breaker card, people are like, oh, well, I'll just pick up his rule breaker card. With his rule breaker card, you lose 2 dribbling, you lose 1 physical, you lose 4 passing, you lose 7 shooting. It's a big deal right there. And you lose 1 pace. Now, the 1 pace is nothing, no big deal, right? You know what I'm saying? That one's not really a big deal. And that's if you took what was it, the shooting one, right? Or the dribbling one. Was it dribbling or shooting? I forget which one it was. If you took the passing one, then you know it's a little bit different, right? Like then the stat, well, I forget which ones were which, but if all right, one version you lose 1 pace, 3 shooting, 15 passing, 2 dribbling, and 1 physical. And then on the other version, you lose 5 pace, 7 shooting, 4 passing, 2 dribbling, and 1 physical. So no matter how you look at it, this player of the month one is just better. It's just by far better. It's really good. Now you look at Nkunku, right? His flashback, or his rule breaker one. That card came in at about like 190, 200K. So for 80K more, you're getting a card with way more shooting, You know what I'm saying? Every stat is better. So at the end of the day, this player of the month one for me is a good value. Now, the problem is on the poor man road to glory, I know a lot of you guys doing poor man's too, we broke. And when you're broke, it sucks. Because now I got to try to find a way to finesse 300K for an Nkunku. It's going to be a little bit difficult. It's going to be very difficult, most likely, but it's something that needs to be done because of the fact that, you know, my team needs this card very, very bad. Now on my rich man where I'm playing with them right now, as you guys know, I'm going to start doing stuff with like Liga NOS teams, Brazilian teams, Serie A teams, Portuguese teams, player of past and presence, just doing cool little challenges within the weekend league. But at the same time, trying new cards to continue to let you guys know cards that you should use. You know what I'm saying? One of the coolest videos I put out this year was the Insigne one. A lot of you guys liked it. A lot of you guys, you know, thought it helped. A lot of you guys enjoyed Insigne. And that's important to me, right? Because that video helped you guys find a card that you guys enjoy. And that's what I'm trying to do with this Nkunku. Now, this one's a little bit, you know, this is a little bit more for the rich guys out there, for the guys with the bread in their pocket and got a lot of coins in there on their account and a lot of fodder. But at the same time, it's for my road to glory guys to maybe grind to. And while we grind to it, right? While we grind to it, because we have all the way until December. While we grind to this card, maybe in the meantime and in between time, a different card, a better card will come out. But if it doesn't, then we know that, you know, we got until December 18th, 2021 to complete this card. So that's a whole, like, you know, like I said, almost a whole month, man, to be able to get this card done and get this card into our lineup. And personally, I think he fits every team. Now, let's talk about what formations he suits best. For me, I personally believe that he, you know, when I talk about this card, I talk about him playing the 4-2-2. I play him as a second defensive mid, beside a Fofana, right? If I played 4-4-2, I would still run Fofana and Nkunku, even though they're a little bit up the pitch a little bit more, but they would still be great. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I played a 4-4-2, a 4-1-2 and 2 narrow, this is where it becomes a little more difficult. Fofana's a high, so I would play him probably center defensive mid, and now you play him, you know, left CM or right CM in a 4-1-2 and 2 narrow. The problem with that scenario is I don't know if I would like a Fofana at defensive mid in a 4-1-2 and 2 narrow, but I don't play 4-1-2 and 2 narrow. I don't think it's the biggest meta formation this year. I see a lot of people playing it, but I don't know if it's the biggest meta. So I can only speak to you guys in the 4-4-2 and the 4-2-2, right? Or even the 4-2-3-1. In the 4-2-3-1, 4-2-2, or 4-4-2, this card beside another card is going to be one of the best midfielders you can get in this game right now. Now, the biggest card to compare Nkunku to is, I know a lot of pro players. I speak to a lot of pro players, and everybody was running Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong, 85 pace, 72 shooting, 75 passing, right? And Nkunku, 86 pace, 82 shooting, 89 passing. So almost in every single category, he beats the Champions League de Jong. Now, Champions League de Jong might get an upgrade, which is a big deal, but that's important. Dribbling, Nkunku 91, de Jong 90. Defense 81 for de Jong, 77 for Nkunku. Not even that far off. Where it's far off is physical, 81 physical for de Jong, 76 for Nkunku. Again, de Jong might get an upgrade, but with those stats I just told you, de Jong goes for nearly 1 million coins, 975,000 coins on PlayStation. That is a 600, almost 700K difference between de Jong and Nkunku. Yeah, and Nkunku has most stats better than him, just a little bit off of physical and defense by a few stats. That is something to really think about, yo. That is something to really think about. The best center mid that everyone was running beside Fofana in their pro teams was de Jong, and Nkunku went and came out for 280K, almost 300K. Gonna drop once fodder goes down during Black Friday. Came out and is nearly as good, if not better, than de Jong. So it's some knowledge for you to think about right there, bro. But when I tell you guys a card is good, I'm not trying to hype them up for any type of reason. Remember, the cards I'm hyping up right now are cards that are SBC cards. I can't profit off of this, bro. Before you go, oh, he's just trying to make money. I can't, there's nothing to make money on. I can't make money. There's nothing I'm raising. I'm not trying to raise David's price. I'm not trying to raise Insigne's price. I'm not trying to raise Nkunku's price. Both of the guys that I've made single videos on, Insigne and Nkunku, SBC cards. I'm literally just trying to let you know, this is the card that no one told you needed, but you need. This is a card that you don't want to get a couple weeks down the line and be like, man, I really should have done that on Nkunku. This dude's amazing. You know what I'm saying? because that's how good he is, YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed it, Booyah Nation. I hope you guys felt that, you know, I gave you some positive feedback on this card, because I think this card's insane. I love you guys. I appreciate you being a part of my channel. You guys are the best people in the world. Thank you. If you want to watch my Draft to Glory channel, the link is in the description down below. Make sure to smash a big old thumbs up on this video. Subscribe. Love you guys. I will catch you guys back here tomorrow with another FIFA video, and most likely a poor man road to glory. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you being a part of my community. I love you guys, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Booyah, baby. We out of here.